This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everyone, welcome to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with my son, Anthony Ray. First and foremost, we want to thank our producer, Mark Winter, and Pet Life Radio for giving us the opportunity. And we want to thank all of our listeners out there for checking us out. Guys, this episode is on mobile grooming. Some of the do's and don'ts, how cost-effective, how profitable it might be, some of the legal aspects, and we're going to talk more about this quick-growing mobile grooming industry. We got that, we got our funny comment section, all that coming up on Groomer Humor.
Hey everyone, Michelle Fern here. I have the perfect gift for Mother's Day. You know, I can't visit my mother-in-law as much as I'd like to, and that's why I love the Skylight Frame. It's a touchscreen photo frame that you can email photos to, and they appear in seconds, so my mother-in-law can see the pictures right away. And I have a great savings for you. Just go to skylightframe.com/pet and you'll save $10. That's right, skylightframe.com/pet, P-E-T, and you'll save $10. And get ready to receive sheer happiness thank yous from your recipient, because they will love this.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray, my son, my little bambino. And how you doing today, man?
I'm good. Long weekend coming up, which is good. I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. A friend of mine is getting married, so we had his engagement party. Congratulations, Pat. We had his engagement party this past weekend. That was fun. Those vodka and cranberries, man. Oof.
I tried to call you the next day, and you weren't available like all day long. What were you doing?
Sleeping. Well, trying to sleep anyway. That's funny. That because the engagement party started early at 1:00 in the afternoon. I got there at 3, had a couple vodka cranberries, and I was asleep by 7:30 that night. So that has to be some kind of a record for how quickly one has become annihilated. Whoops.
You're usually playing Call of Duty by that time. So
Call of Duty or Resident Evil.
If it pulled you away from that, must have been a good time, man.
It was one of those where it was just like, wow, we're all here. The whole group, the whole clan was there. So it was just kind of, it was flowing nice. And I didn't want to, I'm not much of a vodka drinker.
Yeah.
But when we're out, drinking beers, it gets expensive, because now you're paying, whatever, $5-6 to have one beer as opposed to $5-6 for a glass of vodka, which is going to do a lot more to you. So unfortunately, I lost track of how many and started drinking the vodka drinks as if I was drinking beers. And a friend of mine, Eric, actually, the bar was real packed, so he was sitting at the bar and I was standing behind him. And he texted me the next day and he said, I knew you were in trouble the one time that I handed you your drink behind me, and 90 seconds later you handed it back to me and it was just ice cubes, and said, tell them to get me another one. He said, I knew you were in trouble right then and there. Yeah. But a quick recovery. It was good, which is good. I got a lot to do.
It makes me think of when you guys were younger, when you first turned 21, and, I said, hey, Aunt, try not to drink too much. And the response of you and your friends was like, well, we got to build up our tolerance.
Yeah, you got to build tolerance.
What a stupid thing to say. We got to build up our tolerance for something that's really bad for us.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that is a thing or not. I do know this. I know that a couple years ago when I had lost a considerable amount of weight, I stopped drinking beer. because of all the carbs in it, and I was doing the keto thing. And the first night that I switched to vodka, because there was no or very little carbs anyway in it, I puked my brains out and I got completely annihilated. But then slowly but surely, I was able to polish off a lot more vodka drinks, and I wasn't getting sick or anything. So tolerance, I think, does exist. It's a dumb thing to want to increase.
Until you get older, then your tolerance, decreases. It's kind of like, you're born into diapers and you die into diapers. It kind of has that effect on you.
One thing's for sure. One thing that's going away with age is what I'm able to accomplish the following day from drinking. That, and I still have, I have a couple of my friends who are a couple of years younger than me, like my friend Jeff. He's able to, he could drink until 6 o'clock in the morning, get up and then take a shower. He calls it a money shower. And then he can just accomplish whatever he needed to do that day. Me, when I get up the next day, I feel like I was hit by a truck, and I feel like that for like a few days.
The difference, I know Jeff. So the difference between you and Jeff is that Jeff is a personal trainer and he works in a gym, and you're like a personal couch potato right now that doesn't work in a gym. So I think that, you shouldn't compare yourself to Jeff there on that one. You might want to, But here's the thing. I don't know what your alcoholism has to do with mobile grooming right now.
Well, you asked me how my weekend was, and I told you.
But, at any case, don't drive a mobile grooming truck while intoxicated. I guess we should put that out there right away.
You know what? That's a great way to start. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. And definitely don't groom dogs while driving the mobile grooming unit while intoxicated either. So I guess that's where the whole thing fits in. That's what we wanted to. That's the disclaimer. Don't be drunk like Anthony and have a mobile grooming.
It's only transitional material on our show here, guys. That's what we do. We transition.
That's it.
From topic to topic very smoothly.
Smooth.
Clearly we're kicking off the show with don't be an alcoholic and be a mobile groomer.
You're going to lose your tolerance and all that stuff. So anyway, let's get into the mobile grooming. Now, listen, mobile grooming, just so you guys know, it's really a great thing to get into if you're a dog groomer out there. It's a thriving business right now. We're showing huge growth in the near future. But with that being said, let's get into some of the legal aspects of mobile grooming if you plan on starting a mobile grooming business. One of the things is, and there's a lot more than we're going to even be able to discuss in 30 minutes here, but let's try to dive into it as efficiently as possible. One of the things is you're definitely going to have to get your vehicle inspected. And I mean health inspected, not just, not only inspection through, your normal motor vehicles inspection. You're going to have it health inspected. So this is one of the things that you definitely have to keep in mind. You also have to keep in mind the licensing. You're going to have to license it just like any business that you start. It's not like you could just go buy a truck and, go down to your neighbor's driveway and start grooming their dog. And all states and townships have completely different variances as, with mobile grooming. So you really have to look into it, what's available in your state and the legality in your township itself. Some townships have variances where you cannot pull up a truck or anything of that nature for a period of time. So with that being said, just look into it. You really need to do your research on where you live. And again, understand that it's no different than opening up any other business. You really do have to do this legally. So just to avoid any problems in the future.
Some states and areas are a lot easier than others too. Around here, it's real tough. We're in like the New York, New Jersey area, and you can't even have a hot dog cart here without going through the ringer. I mean, they make it real difficult.
They do.
But there's other places that are
Pennsylvania's
Pennsylvania's a good one. We still do see quite a few mobile groomers driving around here, though. Thank God, because I like it. I like that whole thing.
It's because we're from New Jersey. A lot of alcoholics here. So
exactly. I think a lot of those rules are instated because of me. Like they,
they found out about Anthony, so they were like, "Whoa, this guy cannot have a mobile grooming truck or a hot dog truck either, because he's going to eat all the hot dogs.
I'm going to eat all the hot dogs. Exactly. I think the process is really just to make sure that whoever's trying to start the mobile groomer isn't me personally.
That's what I think
that's what they're trying to do. Yeah.
They found out about you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, no, it's a good observation. And I think anywhere like where there's more congestion of people, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, only because, it really is true. Where are you going to park these vehicles? Like there has to be ample room to be able to park the truck and without your neighbors complaining and this sort of thing. So yeah, places like Pennsylvania or, Midwest states where there's more room, it's going to be, I think, a little bit easier to be able to do something like this. And again, like Anthony said, though, not that you can't do it here. There's tons of mobile groomers in our area. It's just that it's a little bit harder to obtain a licensing and permits for it. So, but again, just look into your area and see exactly what you need to do before you go purchasing a truck. You don't want to be out tons of money without knowing first the legal aspect of it.
Yeah, some of these trucks are very expensive.
Yeah,
those nicer ones, man. Wow, like
we're going to actually get into some of that, in a few minutes. Okay, so with the legal aspect being in place there, let's talk a little bit about, is it profitable? How cost effective is it? Based on, purchasing a truck and grooming dogs. So anybody that is a dog groomer out there, you guys know money comes slowly. It comes dog to dog. So, you're making whatever. You're making $70, $80. You're not selling a diamond ring that you bought for $1,000 and you're selling for $4. It's just not that simple. So with mobile dog grooming, one of the things that we have to keep in mind is that you cannot groom as many dogs as you would if you had an established business somewhere where the dogs are coming to you. So you really have to incorporate that in your money, in the business, on how profitable it can be, which right away means you need to charge more. You have to charge more. If you're doing less dogs, then you have to charge more. And it's all relative because you are providing a convenience. A lot of people, we just spoke to our producer, Mark Winter. He loves mobile grooming. He uses his mobile grooming. It's very, very convenient. The dog's outside. He gets groomed. He comes back in. You don't have to leave the dog all day. So again, mobile grooming is something that is convenient. It's necessary for some people. You have a lot of maybe elderly people that can't get out. They don't drive anymore. So mobile grooming is a huge benefit to them. And in a lot of cases, the dog too. Some dogs might be nervous. They don't like being out of their environment. They sense that they're just outside of their house and they'll accept it more. But again, we need to charge more as a mobile groomer. It's very, very important. Also, one of the things too is that you have to incorporate your drive time and your setup time. So if you're a mobile groomer, now you're driving from one neighborhood to another, it can be a half an hour away. It can, you know what I'm saying? So now it's a half an hour into your day here. By the time you get to the next client's dog, there's that drive time period where, again, you're not going to be able to do as many dogs a day. So with that being said, one of the things that as a mobile groomer you can offer is, let's say you have a client in a neighborhood, you can say to that client, if you maybe get your neighbor to sign on and get their dog groomed, you'll give a discount. Maybe you'll give a 10% discount if they get you another client. So the concept here is build up as many clients as you can in the same neighborhood or even on the same block to make it a more efficient process and more profitable for you, almost like a landscaper does. Landscapers tend to cut lawns in the neighborhood and they're doing their neighbor's lawn and so on and so on. Same thing. If you are a mobile dog groomer, try to get your dogs lined up in the same neighborhood or same block.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that a landscaper's best friend is word of mouth when you have 5 houses on the same block, because now you're not driving anywhere for a little while and you're saving a lot of time. And, you're just doing a bunch of neighbors' lawns, and mobile groomers need to seek the same thing. A lot of people have dogs that live on one block, so it's like where you want to get that word of mouth going and and hopefully be able to do 3 dogs on the same block. That's going to save you a lot,
There you go. Absolutely. It's going to save you a lot of time. You want to try to, decrease your drive time as much as you possibly can. Again, just to be cost effective, to be more efficient. So running a mobile dog grooming business as opposed to running what we have here, a store, or even, a lot of people will groom out of their house, out of their garage or basement legally. Of course, guys, please don't groom illegally. It's not good. You can get sued, all that stuff. But yeah, the difference is, dogs are coming through our door and they're coming to us. Actually, a lot more convenient for the groomer. So if you choose mobile grooming, you really do have to kind of set yourself up. You kind of have to work a little harder. You have to prepare. You have to make sure you have equipment on board. You can't run out of shampoo and now you're on the road, So there's a lot more that goes into mobile grooming as opposed to having a storefront. You really have to think a little bit more ahead, make sure your equipment's working, all that good stuff. You just have to kind of worry about it a little bit more. But again, you are providing this convenience and you should be paid for it, extra. You definitely need to charge more as a mobile groomer.
A lot more planning definitely goes into it on a day-to-day basis. For us, if a customer can't make it, that's okay. Our day isn't derailed or anything. We'll just do them the next day or whatever other day that they rebook. But you, as a mobile groomer, now you're the one going to your clients. So, there's traffic. There's what if you have car trouble? There's just a whole other host of things that happen where you got to get there because who knows, maybe that customer who was waiting for you to get there took off of work that day so that they can be at their house waiting for you. There's a lot more pressure on you as opposed to us where it's like, well, we're here. So you can't make it. That's okay. We're still functioning, but
that's right. That's such a good point. Or, a dog might take you a little extra time and now you're behind on schedule. And now again, you're incorporating that drive time. You got to get to the next client. So again, you guys deserve, that extra amount that you're getting to run your mobile grooming business. And we appreciate you guys too, because we recommend a lot of mobile groomers to people whose dogs don't do well sitting all day in the shop. We have a couple of local mobile groomers that we recommend over here. And as a matter of fact, if you're in Florida, if you're in the Fort Lauderdale area, our producer Mark uses Coco's mobile dog grooming in the Fort Lauderdale area. So check them out. If you guys are there and you need a mobile dog groomer, check out Coco's mobile dog grooming. So, again, we appreciate you guys. So let's get into a little bit of some of the pricing here, because people will ask. A lot of times it seems great until you really start digging into how much it might cost to start a mobile dog grooming service. Now, here's the thing, and you got to be real careful with this stuff. You can buy a used van that's equipped with everything you're going to need. Some of them, we looked online, we Googled some of it, and guys, you got to be really, really careful with this. Some of them are as low as like $10,000, even $15,000. Listen, let me tell you something. If you get a used vehicle, you have to really understand that you are getting a used vehicle. A lot of these mobile grooming vehicles are completely outdated with what's going on in today's, mobile grooming industry. And one of the main problems is you're not going to have a water source. Most of the mobile grooming that's being manufactured now is all self-contained. These trucks are state-of-the-art. When I say state-of-the-art, I mean you could practically live in some of these. You can jump in the tub yourself and take a bubble bath. I mean, some of these mobile grooming trucks are just so cool to even look at, and we're in awe of them. So again, if you're looking at something that's under $20,000, more than likely you're not going to have a water source hookup, which is going to impose a huge problem. If your appointment is in an area where there's a lot of apartments and stuff like that, where are you hooking up? You need water. So again, it's going to impose a big issue. You might be able to just do like single family homes and neighborhoods like that, but it is going to limit you. As opposed to the self-contained, more modern mobile grooming trucks rather, where not only is the water source hookup good, they're equipped with high-end generators, efficient generators for electricity. Again, if you're looking to start a mobile grooming business, just understand, yes, you can get in for a low cost, but you're definitely going to have some issues, not to mention mileage on that truck. You got to think of that too. Forgetting even the grooming end of it, mileage on the truck, These trucks travel a lot. They're going from here to there. So, maintenance on that truck, if you're buying a used vehicle, just remember, you're probably going to dump a lot of money just into the engine itself. Maybe if you like a radio, you're going to have to invest in a nice radio or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at a few right now. Prices definitely vary. It's exactly what you're saying. If you want to go older, 2003 is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only going to cost you $10,000, but if you want something a little bit more state of the art, I'm seeing here 2019, $65,000.
Ooh, baby.
That's Dodge ProMaster mobile grooming van. That's and here's the thing, doesn't even look that nice. It's just kind of
some of them are even more. They get into the 100,000. But again, guys, here's the thing: if you have some money and you don't have to pay for it all at once. These companies, they do financing. There's a really good company that we recommend. We see them at the dog shows all the time at Intergroom and stuff. They're called Wag N Tails, not wagon, just Wag. WAG, the letter N, Tails, Wagon Tails Conversions in Indiana. Check them out. These guys have really, really nice vehicles. If you're looking to get something really, really nice and you got that money and you really want to invest in a good, solid business, check out Wagon Tails in Indiana. These guys have some really, really nice mobile grooming trucks. So there you go. You just have to look out. If you're buying something cheap, you're going to get something cheap. But again, it's a good way to start. It's just going to be more work, and you're going to probably put a lot of money into that vehicle as opposed to these new self-contained, conversion trucks that we're looking at in this more modern day. Just a lot more technology being used in them. So with that being said, this is the number one and most important thing that I want to say, though. If you're going to start a mobile grooming or any grooming, here's the thing, guys. You got to be a dog groomer.
That's important.
Okay, I know it sounds silly, but here's the thing. You got people looking into getting into mobile dog grooming, okay, that are not even dog groomers. Guys, you need to have experience as a dog groomer, or at least know somebody who does, okay, if you're going to try to start this business, okay? So don't get into this business thinking that you're going to make tons of money and you haven't gone to dog grooming school or learned how to groom somehow.
Yeah. You know what? And I've seen mobile groomers tank, unfortunately, because of that.
That's right. You're going to fail right away. Like immediately, almost immediately. As a matter of fact, a lot of experienced dog groomers, even us, Anthony being with us, we tend to want to do mobile dog grooming at the tail end of our career as a retirement thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're that dog groomer that's worked hard and maybe you built up enough funds, enough money where you want to just buy a nice truck and kind of just do, 2, 3, 4 dogs a day, a couple of times a week and still maintain yourself. That's really how it works. But if you're young and you want to start this, be experienced. Learn how to groom first and learn about the mobile grooming in particular. It's different than a regular dog grooming business.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard for you to just all of a sudden start, so to speak, kicking the tires on a mobile grooming when you have no following, you have no clientele. If you're fresh out of grooming school, okay, you might get a customer or two right out of the gate just from driving the truck around once it's all ready and it has a number on it. But, you might only be grooming one dog a week. You don't know. You're not prepared to. A lot more goes into it than just having, 8 dogs coming into your store. Now you don't have a store. You're just driving around aimlessly, wasting gas and time.
That's right.
And you don't have anybody. The best way to build a clientele as a groomer is to be a good groomer.
That's right.
All around safety, that's our main thing. We may as well just wear that on a T-shirt. Safety, being good at it, being likable. A lot of groomers struggle with the likable part. There's a lot of jerk groomers out there. There's a lot of
kick
jerk
you out of their shop
too. They'll kick you out. They'll charge you even though you didn't show up. Weird stuff. I don't know. That's the whole thing. You gotta, at the very least, after all the legalities and you get your truck and all that, you gotta hammer out those other details. Or you gotta be a good groomer too. Right. Just because you have a van doesn't mean it's okay to do bad groomings.
No. or no grooming at all. I've had people inquire, even in the shop here. I was thinking about opening up a mobile grooming. What do you think? My question to them is, are you a groomer? And they go, no.
So
okay.
No.
So then, I want to go to the moon, but I'm not an astronaut.
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll hire somebody to do it. Okay. Are they a groomer?
Are they a groomer? Very, very important aspect to mobile grooming. You need to be a groomer. You have to groom.
Yeah. And here's the thing too. There's aspects of mobile grooming where you have to be a better groomer than a groomer with a store.
You're damn right.
You have to be good at it in a confined space.
That's right, dude.
All that management, that time management, and all that. It's like that. Mobile groomers have a lot of stuff to worry about that me and you don't have to worry about at all.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
That's exactly. That's why we love you guys. Thank you for what you do. Mobile grooming is so important, ultimately for the dogs and the people out there, like we mentioned. But yeah, man, we love you guys, and you got to be a special kind of groomer to be, in a van grooming dogs. Definitely. It's a hard enough job as it is. And now you're doing it, in a confined space, like you said, and you got to be an extra groomer.
Yeah. Yeah. A little extra, man. It's nothing to shy away from. That's some tough stuff. It's tough business. I like what you said. Grooming's hard to begin with. Now do it in a van.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, man.
It is. Here's the thing too. Now that you're in a van, it kind of like limits your help too, unless you have a big enough van, okay, where you have somebody bathing your dogs. Most mobile groomers are out on their own. They're alone all day. They're doing, start to finish. They're bathing the dog. They don't have a bathe. They're doing the complete job. Again, they're alone all day.
Oh, they're alone. Yeah. And here's the thing too. Grooming's full of different challenges. See, one of the biggest challenges as a groomer, as for us especially, is you're going to have interruptions throughout the day. Whether your phone's ringing or somebody's coming in while you have scissors at a dog's throat and you're trying not to cut the dog, and now your door is swinging open. Hey, how's it going? It's whoa, hi.
We get it all the time.
Yeah, here's the thing. So imagine what a mobile groomer has to go to, because now you're parked outside of somebody's house and you're going to have that neighbor. Oh, what's this?
What's going on?
Groomer. What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to wait for you to come out, or are they going to go bang on the side of the door? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, what are you doing there? Mobile grooming? I got a dog. It's like you're going to have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, you're holding the dog's ear in your hand.
Right. Whoa. And now there's again, another challenge for mobile groomers that's not as hard for us, because we got to worry about the door swinging open, but not everybody's going to be as nice as up to a mobile groomer who's parked outside of their house across the street. Some people might just say, oh, let me call the number. They're there. They're probably working. But you're going to have those people who are just, I'm going to go knock on the window, see what's up. Whoa.
Or you're going to have somebody with a kid that's going to go, oh, look at how colorful this truck is. Let's go look at the doggies. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, whoa.
Anyway, listen. With that being said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to sum up what we talked about, and we're going to get to our funny comment section. So we got that when we come back on Groomer Humor.
When I adopted her, she was a mess. Scabs, itching, licking, missing fur, hot spots, a thin, dull coat. So I take the dog to the vet for the standard run-of-the-mill tests and treatments. No results. I hear your advertisement on the radio.
DINOVITE.com.
So I get the 5-pound box of Dynavite and the Lico chops within a 4-week total. Instead of a German Setter, I have a German Shepherd. Sheba is 105 lean pounds of shiny, smooth, happy dog for life, because she gets fed Dynamite. And the results, they're just incredibly outstanding. And she loves it. When you rescue a dog, you have to do the right thing. You've got to feed them right for life. Do the Dynavite. Dynavite for life.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
859-428-1000. DINOVITE.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Anthony Ray, hanging out with Daddy-O, Rudy V. We're covering a lot today. Kicked it all off with some alcoholism, which then transitioned into mobile grooming. And that's really what the episode is about. We're talking about mobile grooming, mainly. A little bit of alcohol here and there, but mainly mobile grooming, the legality of it, benefits of it, do's and don'ts, costs and profit. Most importantly, though, we are discussing the cardinal thing. If you're going to be a mobile groomer, is be a groomer. You have to be a dog groomer. Don't just jump into that with no experience and think that I'm gonna be, I'm gonna buy a house down Mexico or something. It's like, this is gonna be great. What I got to do this for like 2 months and then I'm rich? No. Trust me, if I don't have a Ferrari yet and you're just out of grooming school, you ain't going to have a Ferrari for a while either. No. But there's so many benefits to mobile grooming, and they don't get enough credit. I feel like the stigma of driving around in a van makes people think that somehow mobile groomers are less than and or gimmicky. Yeah. And there is nothing less than a mobile. We've covered it a little bit in the show. They have challenges above and beyond what a normal stationary groomer has. We have our own challenges here where we are, but definitely show the mobile groomers the respect they deserve. Those people work really, really hard, and they take huge risks that you're out on the road and. Yep. It's just a lot goes into it, and I hope we covered it in depth enough to at least give you guys a little bit more of an insight into what goes into it, because it's tough, man. And thank God for them, because like you made a really good point earlier in the show, Dad, where you said that one of the biggest things is elder people. Not everybody can get up at 9 a.m. and drive their dog. Yeah,
they don't drive anymore.
Right. So
they still have a dog that they love.
Mm-hmm. And without you mobile groomers, how's that dog getting groomed?
Right.
So, and that's one of the many reasons, but we love all our mobile groomer friends out there. You guys are great.
Yes, we love you guys. They provide a great service, so take care of them, tip them well, and, God bless you mobile groomers out there. And again, if you're looking to get a truck, check out Wagon Tails Conversions in Indiana. They're a great company, and they have some really, really beautiful trucks, so check them out. So anyway, with that said, we are going to get into our funny comment section.
I'm a professional.
I like this one a lot. This one's cute. I don't know how funny it is, but this person said, and this is on our YouTube channel, Grooming by Rudy. So check us out on YouTube. Just go to Grooming by Rudy. We got a ton of videos out there for you guys to watch. But this is one of the comments off of I forget what video it's on, but anyway, here's the comment. It says, "My dog watches your channel with me, and he barks at the screen whenever you talk. He thinks his name is Rudy."
Aw. I want to get in touch with them. I have questions. Is it an angry bark?
I don't know.
Or is he like mad at you, or does he like you?
Right. Is he saying what a lot of other people say? Like, I hate your voice. You talk too much. Is that what he's trying to say? I don't know. That's just, but right. Apparently they must just say to him, like, what are you barking at, Rudy? And he thinks his name is Rudy too. So
Aw,
that's funny.
That's fun. You know what? That's weird. That's not the first person that has said that they watched the show with their dog.
Yeah, I love that.
Cute. I love that.
So we appreciate you guys watching, but man, if you could watch with your dog, man, thank you so much. That's so kind.
You know what? Whether the dog is barking at you because he likes you or he hates you, it's a lot better than someone saying, "I want to shoot you with a knife." Remember that comment?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to shoot you with a knife. With a knife. Okay, what are you, Spetsnaz?
Yeah,
Russian infantry. What? Shoot us with a knife.
Right, exactly.
Right.
What are you, Mortal Kombat?
Like just right. Just stab.
Yeah,
if you're going to commit murder, what the hell?
Yeah, either stab or shoot me. Don't do both.
Right, don't do both. Right. I think that's what you said the first time we read that comment.
Yeah.
Don't do both. You don't need, if you're going to stab me or shoot, just pick one.
One of the. That's why I prefer these comments. I like these are nice. Yeah. These make me feel comfortable. The other ones, I got to be honest with you, they scare me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is nice. My dog watches with me. I like. Thank you.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. We love you guys, and we love all your dogs and your cats and whatever you got.
Yes.
Some people got weird ass pets.
We are animal lovers here. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, guys. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark, for dealing with us. You guys have no idea. Mark asks us every time we record, what's the show going to be about? And we give him a quick little thing, and then the next thing you know, we're talking about alcohol. So thank you, Mark, for dealing with our shenanigans. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from all you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook, follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.